are supported by Chucklefish Games. They are an independent game developer and publisher based in the London, UK, with a love of charming pixel art and a drive to support and create amazing games. They have published countless classic indie games such as Starbound, Stardew Valley, Time Splitter, as well as upcoming games Locomotive and Wild Frosh. They have graciously provided us with some cool prizes. Visit their website chucklefish.org for more information. But I'm feeling a bit crazy right now, so we're gonna go back to Rena for some Yuppie Psycho.
Welcome back! My name is bunniestbunrena. I don't know if you've heard of me before. I actually speedrun No Delivery as well. Very wild.
Yeah, who would have ever seen that game?
So this is my main game. This is the one I actually run very frequently. I will brag a little bit as the world record holder. It's the only thing I have to my name, so I'm clutching to it with everything I have as my only claim to fame and my only reason for speedrunning. Oh, don't freak out if there's like, if I'm playing the game, you're like, oh, do I start? No, don't worry. I'll give you the proper cue.
Yeah.
You're good.
We'll call for it.
So, Yuppie Psycho. I believe this game was also released in 2019, I want to say, by one Baroque Decay. Very wonderful. Yeah, I think so. Wonderful devs. Also made the Count Lucanor. Would recommend both these games casually. And don't worry, if you're worried about seeing too much of this game, because, you know, it's just don't worry. This will almost be a spoiler-free playthrough, which sounds insane, but I assure you, it's almost a spoiler-free playthrough.
You're gonna see a lot of things, but you're gonna understand absolutely zero of what's going on until you play the game, so don't worry. Like, you can watch the speedrun, you will not be completely spoiled, you're fine.
Of course. The first thing to explain with the run, though, is a little trick, post-load interaction. So, this game's engine is pretty special. Right after you load a save, there's a small frame window, about a couple frames wide, where you can interact with the world around you. And we're going to be using that to do a lot of things, but primarily we're going to be using it to bring up the elevator button menu where it should not be. So, glitch number one, we're going to load a save in the lobby here. It's because we want elevator buttons there. So, let's see if we get it. Big money. Nope.
Big money, no whammies.
It is very fickle. It is basically mash and pray, so we might have a time ahead of us if this trick does not want to cooperate. So I will ask for a little bit of patience. The game can be very mean. There we go. You'll know what happens because it fades back in like that. Second glitch of the run. We want these elevator buttons to be up, because when the elevator buttons are up, the elevator assumes that it should be open, because, oh, someone's in the elevator, so we want to make sure that they can get out. So, of course, keep the elevator open. This allows us to skip some stuff, but that means we have to keep this menu open. So, there's a weird thing. When you press escape, it brings up the options menu. Super cool, right? It brings up, like, you know, it's the normal pause menu. But that also closes menus. But for some reason, if you rebind that key, it doesn't close menus. The rebound key. Hitting escape will still close the menu, and will actually still bring up the pause menu. But by pressing the rebound key, it just doesn't close the menu for some reason. I've asked multiple developers on this game about this very thing. None of them have no idea. They don't have any idea why this happened, so don't ask me. It's just magic.
We're gonna shrug and blame Java for this.
Yeah, I'm sure it's Java's fault. Without further ado, though, we are finally ready at timer. If we're all good for that. So, 3, 2, 1, go! Perfect. So, as mentioned earlier, the first property of elevator buttons is that they hold elevators open. And this is important for the first part of intro skip because there's an elevator we need to get into. Normally the game wants you to talk to all these new friends that it wants you to get attached to, which is all fine and well, but we have stuff to do. We gotta go get hired as quickly as possible. We don't have time to talk to people and make friends and enjoy company. Gross.
Say hi to Brian. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian. He's gonna be our main character. And unfortunately, there is a side effect of this part of intro skip. Because we never start the cutscene properly, normally you have to like show a letter to a camera and it starts the cool music. Because the cool music never starts, we just are set here listening to Greenhorn as the
Over and over.
Yep, it's just gonna be Greenhorn for this spooky intro. I promise this intro is super good when the music's playing. Great music, by the way. It's made by the same person who does the Valhalla soundtrack, if you know that game. So, as Brian Pasternak, we've been offered a job, and this job at the wealthy, wonderful Sintra Corp, which we have to come take right now. Oh hey, I wonder what the job could be. But it's a lot of money, so we don't have any real choice but to take it. And right here the game makes a huge mistake. This is one of 2 autosaves in the entire game. Because normally you'd have to manually save. But because there's a save, that means we can load it. So we're off to go get elevator buttons again.
Buttons, let's go.
So the second property of elevator buttons, whoop, I missed it, cool. The second property of elevator buttons is in fact that, yes, you can call the elevator with them. I know this may be a huge revelation to all these elevator buttons fans in chat, but you can actually just use them for their intended purpose. There we go. So we're going to call the elevator the 5th floor, because that's where the next cutscene is. So we can step in the elevator. Hold on. So we can step into the elevator and step right out, and then we'll be in the cutscene. But there's another, much more important property of elevator buttons we're going to see here. Third property of elevator buttons. They're connected to a very important flag in cutscenes. So, you might ask why we're walking around while there's clearly supposed to be some dialogue going on. That is because when you close a menu, it talks to the game and sets down a flag that the game uses to determine whether Brian should be able to move or not. Because the game, you know, it's like, oh, you just came out of a menu. Surely you should be able to walk right now. Of course. Oh. That's another... Oh, no. Are the keyboard issues gonna start? I hope not. So yeah. Sorry, I got off track. Yeah. When you, close a menu during a cutscene, which normally shouldn't be possible, the game sets down the flag, and you're able to move around in cutscenes. Now, that isn't all we need to do to skip the cutscene, though. We do need to get out of the room of the cutscene, while their dialogue is not going on, because otherwise the cutscene will just transfer in that other room, and it's a big mess. But, aside from that, everyone say hello to Sintra. Hi, Sintra.
Hey, Sintra.
We hate Sintra. Sintra's the worst. Sintra ruins everything.
All my homies hate Sintra.
All my homies hate Sintra. She is the source of all of our problems, when running this game. She holds the longest cutscenes that we do not skip. She is the only source of RNG in this game, which is technically isn't true because the engine actually, funnily enough, cannot, like, it does not have the capabilities of generating a random number, which is kind of crazy to me. But, you know, it does the thing that most RPGs do when they can't generate random numbers, and that's they tie it to very interestingly arbitrary things. So we don't have any idea how to manipulate it, and it does not seem entirely possible nor reasonably feasible to do. So we just leave it as is and just accept that
RNG, so somebody have to deal with her much later in the game.
Yes, it'll be a little bit, don't worry.
You'll definitely hear us groaning when we get back to Sintra, don't worry.
Oh yeah, I'll be whinging. Right now though, it might be a good time for donations, because we're just going to be moving around, collecting stuff, and generally playing the game normally, just for a little bit. Don't worry, I promise we'll get back to skipping everything.
We're speedrunners. We do not play games normally. You know, I'm sorry, this one is invalid.
Ah, fortunate.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. But we don't have any donations, but we do have an upcoming incentive for the next run, which is Unmetal by Nick RPG Green, and that is to upgrade it to hard mode. And we're currently at $40 out of 100.
I'm gonna kindly ask chat that you please go donate to that. I want that person's run to be as hard as possible. I want them to suffer. Please donate to that. It sounds sick.
You will suffer like I have suffered.
Yeah, I'm still feeling bitter after no delivery. I need someone else to suffer on their run.
And do you know that Indiethon has merch for sale? Thanks to our friends at Route 2 Apparel, we're selling all sorts of merchandise, including shirts, hoodies, mugs, and tumblers. And a minimum of $5 of each sale will be going to Puppies Behind Bars. Go to store.indiethon.live to check out the merch.
Of course. I've already actually done a few donations to them already today. So if you want to be cool like your favorite speedrunner, bunniestbunrena, then you should donate too. Right now this is just going to be a showcase of what movement looks like and what menuing looks like, both of which are nice. Both of which are places you can very easily lose just small little fragments of time that will gradually add up over the course of the run.
Might I say I also love grilling my grilled cheeses in my briefcase?
Absolutely. We do get free grilled cheese. That is one of the best things about this game. We do get free grilled cheese.
The last game had pizza, we have grilled cheese here.
It's so good. The grilled cheese will actually be integral to the run, potentially, so keep an eye out for that.
It'll be a cool tool to help us later.
Of course. You'll see me destroying mines with pencils. That's one of the resources we're picking up because there are mines all over Sintracorp. I don't know how anyone gets around like this, but, you know, that's just kind of the vibe.
I was gonna say, do you not see the guy on the ground there? Like,
that's
definitely no one's getting around.
That's fair. That's fair. This is Super Toad. We won't be seeing him until the very end of the game. I promise that he shows up more often if you actually play the game, but
you spend a lot of time with him actually if you play the game. So if you like frog people, guys in frog masks, play this game.
True. I assure you there's more appearances than will be shown here. Something you'll just have to buy the game to find out.
Ooh, like, I can't wave my fingers, but pretend that I am.
Funny glitch about those, though. There is a small frame of time that you can kill those mines right as their explosion goes off. And if you hit that moment, which I do oftentimes because I like cutting it close for some reason, you will get the explosion and like the big fanfare, boom. But you will kill the mine anyways, and you won't take any damage, and it just looks silly.
It's the best of both worlds.
Right, and we're done. Don't worry, guys. If you guys got a little bored by the run, that's fair. I also hate the archives, but don't worry. Don't worry. We just have one more cutscene to go through, and then we'll be right back to demolishing the game, tearing it apart at the seams, and making it question its life choices. Don't worry. There
is a lot of really wacky things that Run is going to do here shortly. It is going to happen very quickly also.
Of course. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare explaining it all, but I believe in my co-commentator.
Oh boy, yeah, you really want to trust me, and this is actually funny. I don't run this game, but I watched Rena do it enough that I'm pretty qualified, while also having played it casually.
It's true.
We're going back to play Funky Town on the elevator buttons.
Alright, mash test.
Let's go!
Cool. How did we end up here? How did that happen? I don't know, but my mashing's pretty decent today. So that's good to know. My mashing is not too bad today. We're on a decent pace. Everyone say hi to Sosa.
Good.
Hi, Sosa.
Hi, Sosa.
We love Sosa.
We do.
But the problem
Big fan.
is, she's also one of the main contributors to big cutscenes in this game. So as much as I love her, she is very slow. Which, to be fair, I am also very slow when I am not hyped up on coffee. Which would explain the time of the run right now.
True. There's a piping 2:07 a.m.
Yeah, we're actually not doing too bad right now. We're on a pretty decent pace from what I can tell. And yeah, unlike No Delivery, this game has lots of mashing. You can't just hold down the button and be okay. This game has lots of mashing. And it used to be a lot worse, actually. The text used to be heavily inconsistent with itself, for some reason. The deal is, because this game's option files are carried over from the developer's first game, Count Lucanor, there is an option hidden in the options.ini file that was left over from the Count Lucanor called, I wasn't paying attention, left over, called text reveal. And for the longest time, we never knew it existed. So the text would, like, reveal itself in this very cinematic fashion, and sometimes it would be so slow and you'd just lose minutes on end for no reason. But ever since we have found that majestic settings.ini file, you can manually turn off that, and it actually completely works, as you can see. The option still works. The only reason it wasn't implemented is because, and I quote, they did not have space on the settings menu for it. That is literally the only reason.
That's valid. I mean, you gotta save space, you know?
Excuse me. Hello? What's going on? There we go. Sorry, I'm having keyboard issues, actually.
Alt key strikes again.
Yep. We're gonna make a safety save here because the library is very scary and I don't like it.
Yes.
It's dark, it's spooky, and it makes me very upset. It makes me pee my pants, so I want to make sure that I'm gonna be okay.
The library here is very, I remember when I first played this game casually, I probably spent more time than I'm proud to admit in the library because I, A, didn't get it, but B, it was really mean to me.
Oh, yeah.
Books! Gotta collect some books and put them in the correct pedestals.
True. It's a small little showcase of what the menuing looks like. You can press different directions on the menu to have the cursor go to different the Alt key strikes again. Oh, the Alt key strikes again. Come on, buddy.
Alt key strikes again! No Alt key.
Yeah, you can press certain I'm sorry, my keyboard's throwing a fit. So you can press certain buttons on the menu, and it will have the cursor go to different places. So you want to make sure you know where an item's going to be in your menu and what directional button you have to press to get there as quick as possible. For instance, those ones are on the top, one from the right, so there's a certain button you press for that. And hey, you ready for some more post-load interaction? It doesn't only work on elevator buttons, it also works on books.
Books.
So, because you get this book in a separate dialogue box, you can carry it anywhere in the game by using post-load interaction. And that's actually what that's saved for. Is I lied. I'm not actually scared. I'm sorry. I know I've betrayed you all.
You gotta build it up, and I had to like embarrass myself to like really sell the save there.
Of course. And of course, don't worry, we're not done. We're grabbing elevator buttons to go, and we're gonna be holding on to these for quite a while actually, because there's a very important cutscene we're gonna need to skip. And sadly, it is not the longest cutscene in the game we have to watch, which is coming up right now as a result of Sintra. And the worst part is... Ooh. Oh, I accidentally called the elevator. That's fine. As long as the elevator buttons aren't gone, that's what matters the most. Where are you... Sintra, where are you going? Okay, that's fine. Anyways, this is the longest cutscene in the game, and if you remember what we did in the intro, where we, you know, exit out the elevator button menus in the background, and exit the room, you may be asking, why can't you do that here? We can. Oh, we can. It's staring us right in the face at every point in time, when we go through this cutscene. But we have to keep elevator buttons for a later cutscene, and it would just be too slow to grab them again. So unfortunately, this cutscene is just... it's just going to be miserable.
I have to suffer a little bit longer just to hold the elevator buttons in our back pocket.
Yeah, and the mashing does give me carpal tunnel, but you know, I do it for the world record, baby. So it's all worth it in the end. All right, this is real suffering from success hours, I'd say. Thankfully, there are some small little breaks I know where I can like chill out, like now. Wait until he turns it off. Get mashing again. And then when he turns the lights back on, wait until he crosses the whiteboard, then start mashing again. It's little stuff like that. So at least my hands do get a little bit of a break every now and then. They already burn, and we still are, like, we're about halfway here, I'd say. Maybe a little less than that. So, that's a good sign. And let's see if we can get the chant right. Let's go, boys. Easy money. It is faster to get that chant right, because otherwise, he takes money from you, and we don't care about the money. We don't use money at all throughout the run. But
he does an extra action, so...
Yep, it's another text box we have to mash through, and that's no fun.
Yep. So we get to keep our money and our dignity.
True. Kind of. We kind of lose our dignity a little bit just going through the chant, but it's okay. You can't read it because
I feel like not losing my lunch money to the dude on the horse kind of leaves me a little bit of integrity.
Oh, that's not too far away. What he called the elevator. It's not too far away from this floor either, so that's not too bad. Thankfully, you hear that beep in the background? That means we're doing well. You always want to keep an eye out for that beep. That is the sign of success. We just need to keep it a little bit longer, because the cutscene's coming up, boys. We just have to go up to the 4th floor because we have been ordered to go make some friends. We are on official duty to go make friends in the office, so... Everyone, I want you to say hello to Kate. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Kate's gonna give us a very special gift for almost the rest of the run. So... We're going to skip her cutscene with the elevator buttons that I was talking about earlier. And, oh no, what's happened? Somebody called the HR department. Brian's walking on everyone's desks again. What happened here? So...
Brian's gone wild. He's had enough. He's like, I'm out.
Brian is going sicko mode. It's unfortunate. But... just make sure that I'm not, cool
yeah,
beans.
you don't want to...
take
there
any
you
additional
go.
damage.
Yep.
But, there is a, thing, every actor in this game, which is everything that, this game is made of, has a set of properties. And one of these properties is, all these, there are a few, different, settings for these, that get switched on and off. And, one of them includes collision. So, there are 3 known cutscenes in the entire game that temporarily turn off collision. So... That is one of them. So, because we end the cutscene prematurely, the game does not get a chance to update our actor. So, we can just kind of run through everything. This is like an endgame dungeon. Oh. Oh.
Oh, you might need the grilled cheese.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Of all the times to fail, keyboard?
Oh.
Are you kidding?
No, keyboard, how could you do this to us? Alt key, no!
So...
You let us down.
This is actually a huge problem. We have to do all that again, because... So this is why my estimate was high. I was worried about this exact thing. This is the thing I was worried about. This is why the estimate's so high. I did not expect that to be an error on the keyboard's part. I'm a little upset. But, you know, what can you do? So, are you guys ready to go through the longest cutscene again?
Oh, baby! I love going through cutscenes.
Oh my gosh, that's super unfortunate. But, yeah, I'm sorry. This is 100% on me. My keyboard started acting up like a couple hours ago.
Hey, hello to Sintra again.
Yeah.
Hello, Sintra.
Hello, Sintra.
All my homies hate Sintra.
I've been trying to get, F as in F that little piece of shit. press F to pay respects.
Both. Both. Definitely both.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the keyboard. It's been real bad. I've been trying to fix it for multiple hours now, and no dice.
It do be like that.
I really wish it could have been acting up in no delivery instead. At the very least. Oh, that better not have gotten rid of elevator buttons. Are you kidding? Please don't tell me that got rid of elevator buttons. No, please don't tell me that got rid of elevator buttons. That's something that can happen. That's something that can happen sometimes. Is every now and then, the game just says no, you don't have elevator buttons anymore. It just happens every now and then. Sometimes
it's very finicky.
Yeah, the trick is very finicky, and so the game will just tell you, no, you no longer have elevator buttons. I don't know if I have elevator buttons anymore because I can't walk around and hear the beep. But if we have to watch this cutscene for the third time, I'm officially calling the marathon cursed. The entire marathon has been cursed. I don't know what happened, but the marathon...
RNG's cursed, our keyboards are cursed, Brian's cursed, like, you just gotta do it to him, you know?
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Hey, don't curse my marathon. I don't know, your marathon's already feeling kind of cursed.
It's the graveyard curse, you know? Like,
yep.
It just be like that.
It's just graveyard shift curse or something. Something's up. Something's in the air.
We'll make it work. It'll work. It'll be alright.
I mean, this happened during the Repentance Marathon too, where the RNG was just awful. So I think there might be some meddling in the background. I might be true. I did host for that run, so maybe I'm the cursed one.
Oh no, Rena! You can't be cursed. We'll cleanse you with some grilled cheeses. Don't worry.
That's elevator buttons is gone, and so is my keyboard again.
Elevator buttons, keyboard, no!
Well, it's been a very interesting time we've had together so far, don't you think? We're having a great time today. We're having a wonderful time today.
You really are.
Now, we're gonna try this. Oh my, are you kidding? What's up?
What? Yo, what's up, elevator buttons? Elevator buttons here.
What's up with my keyboard? It's freaking out. I'm sorry. I actually really want to apologize to the marathon. Honestly, I tried to get this fixed. It came out of nowhere. I honestly still have no idea why it's doing this. The whole alt key thing is just like a theory I had. I honestly have no idea what the actual issue is. So, by all means, I'm very sorry. Thankfully, you know, a generous estimate, because, you know, sometimes this stuff just happens. So, you ready to watch the longest cutscene in the game for the third time in a row?
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! Yeah, let's go! Say hello to Sintra for the third time. Hello, Sintra!
Hi, Sintra. Oh, man. Well, to be fair, this keyboard has been finicky ever since I bought it. It does weird double typing stuff, so I don't know. Maybe I just...
it could just be a PCB board issue, probably just
it could be. My motherboard is more than 10 years old.
Wow, that is definitely out there.
Yeah, I've never upgraded my motherboard or my CPU. It's because I've never needed to, because I play games like Yuppie instead of like doing.
Yeah, that take like 2% CPU or some low number. It's like really low.
No, did it happen again?
Did we lose elevator buttons?
We might have. What? Are you kidding? Did we lose elevator buttons again? Did we lose elevator buttons again?
My love, how could you do this to us?
Are you kidding me? Are we going to watch the longest cutscene in the game 4 times in a row right now? Oh
I would say I would cheer for it, but I also don't want to cheer for it. I want to show off the rest of the game.
It's no longer funny. It's just sad. I better still have elevator buttons. This is the game now. By the way, if at any point you want us to just call the run, just cut it. That's fine too. I've run this game at so many other marathons. If they want to watch it elsewhere, that's fine. I don't want to cost a marathon on this one.
I will run until the timer says we're done. We can also definitely talk about a lot of the lore of this game if it gets down to it.
Yeah, get on that. Get on that just in case, because, I mean, we still have plenty of stuff to do. I will suffer for calling it a cursed marathon. I might. Oh, no. Oh, Brian.
So, in particular, the thing that Rena skipped earlier before everything became curse is you're supposed to talk to Kate, and you're supposed to help her wrangle up her coworkers, but because Rena does the thing with no collision, she doesn't have to do that. She just walks past them and into the poison. There's like a whole heck of a lot of stuff you have to do to turn the poison off, but we just play by nobody's rules but our own, and we walk into the poison, and then that's why the keyboard said, "Nah, brother, you gotta do the poison." So
okay, good thing we do have elevator buttons. Thank God. I was
elevator buttons coming in clutch, baby. Let's go.
I was not ready for the outcome where we did not have elevator buttons. So let's try this again. Presumably with less keyboard malfunction.
Say hello to Kate. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Again.
Kate, we need the motivation to walk on everyone's desks again.
Let's go. Walking on the desk. Gotta relieve our stress by walking on the desk. Let's go.
It's a new form of yoga.
Well, yeah, exactly. You gotta do it. You gotta do, like, the stretches on the desk. You have to also stretch the desk. The desk needs to also be limber.
Alright, we're chilling. Thankfully, we don't have to worry too much about elevator buttons again after this point, assuming we make it through the dot matrix maze. That is imperative that we don't get completely ruined by my keyboard again. That is actually a very... Oh. So if you pick the wrong option here, you can do this to yourself. I figured that because this run was already a tragedy, I would intentionally make it worse. Not because, you know, it's good content, or because I'm a good speedrunner. You know, actually, we're just not gonna talk about it. How about that? We're just gonna pretend it never happened. How about that?
Yeah, so we grabbed the dude, and we're gonna just go back to where we were, and that never happened, and we're just gonna start clipping through the desk again.
Absolutely. Thankfully, this does give more time for the unmetal donation incentive to be met. So
absolutely, donate to that.
Yeah, highly recommend. Okay, we have not been cucked by our keyboard. We're good.
Let's go, clutch. Let's go.
Keyboard works, Pog.
Let's
Alright,
go.
we're out of the danger zone.
Let's go. Hey.
We're going to walk around a bunch of triggers here for the dot matrix lair fight, where you actually fight against the dot matrix, and we are going to dodge another cutscene with the dot matrix, and there we go. And we're gonna skip this cutscene into another glitch. Actually, the game allows you to go into your inventory way earlier than you probably should, and you can start interacting with this scene way earlier than should probably be possible. So you can do all this stuff early.
There is, and that dungeon to get to him is incredibly long. It is probably a good 10 to 15 minute time sink if you were to actually have to do it like RTA.
Drain the pool from off screen because the camera never updates. Alright. Okay. Let's
go.
Okay. So there's in truth there's one more place where we can lose a bunch of time. But you know, surely the run
no, we got everything out of the way. First try, let's go.
Yeah. Alright, hardest trick in the run, Kate, skip up here. We got 2 frames to hit this window. How are we feeling about it?
We got it. You're gonna nail it. Let's go. Let's go.
So we get elevator buttons in a very unconventional way, actually, here. Oh my god.
Keyboard. Let's go.
Keyboard,
Let's.
Keyboard. Hello.
No.
There we go. Alright, we're good. We're fine.
We got it. That was intentional. All those black screens, absolutely intentional. It sets us up for this. Don't worry.
Yeah, we
know what we're doing.
We get elevator buttons in a very incremental way. There's a 2-frame window where you can interact with the elevator buttons before the cutscene starts in that elevator, and we just carry them to the next scene of the cutscene. And that puts them in the background so we can close them. Perfect. So, this is where the RNG comes in. This is where Sintra makes everything worse. Last time I ran this game, I was stuck here for 5 minutes because the RNG was so bad. So, let's hope that doesn't happen again. But, we have to head into Corvo's PC. And in there is a Sintra we need to catch. Problem. It's a maze, she runs faster than us, and she's running away from us, and we need to interact with her. So...
Oh, this part is awful.
This part is, it's the worst part of the run. This
is what we were referencing 20 minutes ago, that we were like...
So, yeah, let's just, oh my god, again? Please. Give a little bit. Tap that alt key a little bit. There we go. And let's see.
Just hyping us up.
Alright. And...
So, sadly, Sintra will show up literally anywhere here, but because we have no collision, this is the best way to be able to catch her.
Worst RNG.
We're looking for a little glimmer of her somewhere in here. You'll see her figure kind of
worst RNG.
Sort of pop up.
We had the worst RNG. So, we might be walking around here for a little bit because we got the worst RNG. There is a strat that I tried to attempt that covers most of the options that Sintra can walk down. Normally, if the RNG is good, if it doesn't pick the one problem area, then we should be all good. But unfortunately, we got really unlucky. So we got the one pattern where Sintra goes off on the entirely wrong direction, and now we're just gonna be walking around.
Heading around town.
There. 6377. Alright, that actually wasn't too bad. 6377. That code doesn't work until you interact with Sintra, so we actually have methods of pulling up that text box early, but it doesn't mean anything. So, bell. 6377. Not a bad code. That could have been a lot worse. That could have been a lot worse for the worst RNG.
Yeah.
You can just sit there for 5 minutes, as Metroid Crime does know. You can just sit there forever. There's no prerequisite for ever finding Sintra. Oh my god.
Nope, she can just show up in particular places. And...
Oh my god. Oh my god, what a place. Right in front of a mine. I almost died because of that. Oh, hey, keyboard, I need you to work eventually. Keyboard! It won't work. I can't access. Let me do this. Okay. Hello? Oh my god. This is really happening right now? Am I really selecting the pencil with the cursor menu?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I gotta do it the hard way.
Oh my god, are we... Real? Oh my god, how do I get out of this menu? Oh buddy. Oh buddy. Oh buddy. I'm so sorry.
The Alki really just doesn't like us today. Let's use the card on the key card slot.
Okay. So menuing is gonna be a little scuffed for the rest of the game if this keyboard really just doesn't want to work. Oh my gosh, this run is probably the biggest tragedy I've ever had in a marathon run, I must say. So far this is the biggest one. So
you know, yeah, I'm gonna blame it on Java. Yeah, we're just gonna blame it on Java.
So Indiethon, great news, you are the recipient of the worst possible Yuppie Psycho speedrun ever. I don't know how that makes you feel, but, oh that's right, I have to do all my menuing. Okay. Options, all this is automatic in my brain, so this is ruining all of my...
Medications, yep. Use the medication in the waterfall.
This is ruining my muscle memory so bad. This is horrendous. I don't know what to do.
Yes, Owl, do the sippy sippies. Thank you, Owl.
Alright, and I'm just going to assume we're going to have to do this the entire run. I'm just going to assume that my keyboard's not going to work anymore. We grab a pair of lovely bells here. Thankfully, we will never have to use them. They are a useless item. Don't worry, I'm fully willing to mercy kill you at 45 minutes. Perfect. If everything goes to plan, we might actually still make it on estimate. We might still barely make it on estimate. Aren't you glad I gave you a lenient estimate? We do have a lengthy party scene, though, where we get to talk to all of our coworkers and friends like we haven't been having the worst run of our life. Now would be a good time for another read, if you have one, because we're just talking around, doing normal party stuff.
Yes, I can talk about stuff. You caught me on the, about to go for a drink, so that's a perfect timing. You are watching Indiethon, and Indiethon is supported by Bling Game, an independent indie game developer based in China. They are nearly ready to release their Metroidvania-inspired retro action platformer, Hack. Set in apocalyptic wasteland, you'll need to develop your skills, fight mysterious organizations, solve mysteries, and explore the wasteland in order to survive, and to embrace the world's ultimate secret. Pandas are the best. Visit their Steam page and join their Discord for more information on how to join their early access beta now.
I'm not gonna lie, that takes some real cojones to read a, oh my gosh, to read a sponsor ad while on this run. That's crazy to me.
We gotta give people their shout outs. It's gotta happen.
I'm surprised.
But I'm going to put this in our meme run disasters category, so it'll be the most watched video.
Oh, perfect.
Ah, beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait.
So we're getting ready for a little party here. We're getting ready for some grilled cheeses, some cake. We already set up the balloons. The punch is being meticulously spiked by somebody.
Yeah, fun story about this room, actually. If you enter that elevator, you permanently softlock the game and ruin the run. So whatever you do not step in that elevator. It literally kills the run instantly.
Because remember, if we have elevator buttons, we can always
but we do have
to always mess around and find out.
There we go. And hey Brian, you're getting a little close to the trigger, buddy. No, buddy, you can't step it. You're gonna soft lock the game, buddy. Brian, no, Brian. Okay.
No, Brian.
We're safe.
Don't do it.
Everyone say hello, Spader. Hi, Spader.
Hi, Spader.
Spader is our friend. He stops Brian from accidentally soft locking the game. And because he sees us being so irresponsible with our no-clip properties, he takes them away from us, never to be returned again. And that is all to say that this is the second cutscene in the game that gives you out-of-bounds properties. But because it finishes normally, the game finally has a chance to say, hey, wait a minute, you should be colliding with things, right? Hold on. So the game finally gets its bearings, and we will stop walking on people's desks. It's very unfortunate, I know.
Sad.
So sad. We can't walk on the grilled cheese. Weird heads up, though. Chapman over there. Hi, Chapman. He makes all 10 of those grilled cheeses and burns every single one. He has 10 attempts, and he ruins it every single time in the same way. And I just feel like that speaks to character, you know? So, yeah, if we really speed up here, we might be able to make only a little bit over estimate. I don't know how you mess up a grilled cheese. Thankfully, because we made it so far, we do get a little bit of a treat. It's Doshi Party Dance, boys! The IT guys come
So
with
good.
lights, and it looks fantastic. And now we get to party out. And
These
on
are
top
the
of
best
that-
company parties right here.
Absolutely. And on top of that, we get a little smooch for making it so far in the run. So don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. Even if everything has gone to hell, we come out on top at the end at the very least. We get a little treat for making it. Is it consensual? That's a good question. Brian doesn't seem to mind, though. Just kind of happens. I'd have to read the dialogue again. Also, Brian gets a little drunk though, so who knows? No means no, people. True.
True, absolutely. Here at Indiethon, we absolutely support consent. Please get consent from people before you touch them and or kiss them. Thank you.
True, absolutely. Hello. Oh man. And thankfully, the run gets to calm down just a little bit as the stakes ramp up to 11. We have a bit of an inverse relationship between the stakes and the vibes of the run. So, everything is going to get absolutely terrible right now because the witch finds us finally and is ready to kill us. But this is, we've come to the easy part of the run. At this point, there's only one more trick to mess up, and aside from that, we are just cruising on down Main Street. Thankfully. I don't know how you mess up a grilled cheese, though. That astounds me. As a grilled cheese connoisseur myself, it upsets me a little bit, I will admit. So, this witch fight, it's actually pretty cool. It's this weird, you gotta do this cool balance where, like, you know, you gotta make sure you keep your light on Doshi so it can fix the elevator because it's out, and you gotta make sure you're looking at the witch because, you know, if you don't look at the witch, she attacks you, and,
Yeah, we're actually gonna stand here and look cute while holding the flashlight.
sorry, Baroque Decay, I broke your game. I'm sure it was meant to be cool.
Finding the safe pixel to stand in. Every speedrunner's dream.
It's unfortunate. It really is actually a cool fight if you do it normally, but you can also just stand here. It kind of takes down the stakes just a little bit.
Just a little bitty bit. We get to hang out with.
I get to shake out my hands and relax a little. This doink to doink.
As a long RPG speedrunner, there's nothing better than getting to sit and not use your hands.
No, absolutely. We're about to go over estimate, boys. How are we doing in chat?
I think we're holding in there.
Get those donations in for the donation incentive. We are coming up to the end of the run here. We just have one little portion of the game to go before we finish. And you can also soft lock the game here. If you interact with this person too early before the text box comes up, you will in fact soft lock the game. Something that I've done on the World Record Pace run, and we're not going to talk about that. Just not the most.
Hi, well, this never happens. What are you talking about? No.
Yeah. No, I've.
No, definitely not.
I don't know why you think I soft locked there in World Record Pace. It never happened.
My bad. I shouldn't have said it off. It's not possible. Why am I fantasizing like that?
Hold on.
I totally just want to steal world record. That's what's happening here.
Just some speed menuing as my keyboard breaks. You do love it. Alright. After all this tragedy, thankfully, the chance to fail the run is gone. We can no longer fail the run. We can no longer die.
Only up from here, baby.
So, Thankfully, Panda, you won't have to mercy kill the run, because we can just chill out now. At this point,
We can actually finish the run.
At this point, there's literally nothing that can go wrong. We can sit here and do like elevator buttons if I fail to do that trick a few times, and that's about the worst it can get. Because we'll be dropping a save here very soon, so we'll be safe from death. We're not gonna make 45 minutes. So this might seem like a bit of a funny question to ask after all this. Panda, I know you can hear me, but I need you to respond.
No, I'm not here.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate the run? 1 to 5.
-4.
That's actually very generous. Holy moly, I was expecting a little lower.
I can only put a 1 down, so that'll have to do. Are you kidding me? Hello? Oh, I actually put down 5. Cool. Uh-oh. How would you rate the marathon, though? How's the marathon been going? 1 through 5.
4.
4, perfect. I'm sorry I knocked it down an entire star rating. Alright, so... Oh man, what a spectacular run this has been. Thankfully, we are basically at the end. It's just this cutscene, and then we have a little portion where we gotta go get fired real quick. Everything has gone to hell in Sintracorp, as it has for the most of the run. I want to skip the cutscene, please. I beg of you, just let me skip the cutscene, please, please. I'm begging and pleading. I'm begging and pleading.
The cutscene skip, let's go! We need a cutscene!
It won't let me press escape to fit it. Oh my god.
I do have one question for you.
Yeah.
How would you have felt if you'd lost world record to your keyboard dying?
I don't think I would be running this game anymore.
It would be tragic.
Can we please? No? Fine, we'll just watch the cutscene. It's a pretty good cutscene.
None of you will understand what's going on anyway, so it's not a spoiler, don't worry. You don't understand what's going on. Unless you read Chinese, and then you do, and I'm very sorry.
Shout out to the volunteer schedule in the background.
Oh yeah. It's a very nice schedule.
Can we wake up, please? I'm begging and pleading. Thank you. Okay. So...
Please. There we go.
We're... Alright, first we gotta go in here. For some reason, the door doesn't open unless we do this, and then we do this. We have to do both these things for some reason. I don't know why. Otherwise, Bryant will leave. Now we gotta walk... Oh, hey, Kate's doing alright. Good to know. Colin Dumont's doing alright. All our friends are still doing okay. Good to know. And, here's where we secure the run in place. That's right. Yoink. Yoink. Perfect. Alright, now we drop the save, and the run is officially secure. We can no longer completely ruin it. So, we're going to get elevator buttons one last time for the fans.
Let's go! Like Cyberpunk, isn't this game ruined by itself?
This game is...
No, because at least this going bad is because the keyboard. No, this game's solid.
No, this game's really good. Boink, boink. We're gonna call the elevator to the 10th floor because normally during this portion of the game, the elevator is inactive, but the game never actually like disables it from moving. It just stops you from entering. So we can just call the elevator down. Cool.
Something that I don't know if people at home have noticed as the run has progressed, but when Rena comes back into the office or in certain places inside of the game, the previous actors that were not supposed to be there are still there, such as Brian being chastised by Dude on the Horse, or doubles of any of your coworkers. That's because we skipped cutscenes with elevator buttons, so the game just goes, hey, I'm never going to unload these, and they're just there, perpetually haunting you.
Oh, come on, keyboard.
Keyboard. You said you were getting keyboard buttons instead of elevator buttons.
Yeah, I need keyboard buttons. Okay, we need the escape key, so you know. And we're going to skip this cutscene ever slowly but surely. Because we're running at a very slow pace because of our, you know. There we go.
Because the eye bombs did some damage to us.
Because the eye bombs did some damage, we are moving a lot slower. But that's okay. We can still close out the run. We can stumble our way off to close out the run. All right, time's coming up on the last option here. It's coming up. Okay, and time. Ah!
Yeah! We did it! GG, Rena, you did it! By Diana's grace, you did it.
Void the schedule in the process, but you did it.
I mean, what did we save, like 20 minutes in the last run? So I mean, like, honestly, y'all was well been into all right?
I'll give you that.
Oh, man.
Do you have any quick shout-outs to give?
Well, I mean, I have so many. And by that I mean, shout out to the Discord, you know, if you're watching, you know why I'm calling you that. He's the premier glitch hunter of this game. He made this run possible. And shout out to my keyboard for,
Ian, the keyboard.
yeah, it sure was a keyboard. It sure did work. Thank you for having me despite all the sudden technical issues. I very much appreciate it. I hope at the very least we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, shout outs to Panda for not, like, just brutally cutting us off at 45 minutes. Thank you for letting us finish the
God
run.
bless.
Thanks for having me. I'm Varin. I have bad commentary.
Yep. And this is not the last that you will hear of Rena. She is on again later. But until then, we are going to go to an intermission, and we will be back with Unmetal soon.